interest, interested, interesting. In this video, I'll show you how to use and pronounce these three words. To pronounce this word properly, most people will use just two syllables. Interest. The accent is on that first syllable. Instead of saying interest, sometimes you'll hear people pronounce this E. It should be just interest. This word would be pronounced interested. 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 And this word also would be three syllables with the accent on that first syllable. Interesting. Interesting. Here's the word interest as a verb in the simple form, interest. In the past tense, it's interested. The past participle is also interested, and the present participle is interesting. These two categories, interested and interesting, are often used as adjectives. I'm interested. This is the past participle functioning as an adjective. And it's interesting. This is the present participle functioning as an adjective. Note that when you use interested, use this word with the person, usually. And interesting is used with the thing, or the topic, or the subject. English is interesting. I'm interested in English. So here again, you would think of this as the adjective interested. It's a past participle. But if you think of it as a verb and it's perhaps in the passive voice, that's okay too. These three sentences have about the same meaning. The first one is in the present tense. It interests me. This is the subject and this is the verb. This is the object. In this sentence, I'm interested in it. This is in the present tense. This is the verb. Here's the subject. You can think of this as either a verb or the past participle, whichever you prefer. Remember that past participles can be used as adjectives. And then this is followed by the preposition and then the object of the preposition. It's interesting. This is a present participle that's functioning as an adjective. Here's the subject, here's the verb, and interesting is an adjective. Notice the difference between these two. I'm interested in it. It's interesting. A common mistake is to change this to interesting. I am interested in it. That is a very common mistake, so don't do it. Just say, I'm interested in it. If someone asks you this question, what are you interested in? Then your answer is, I'm interested in. And then this is the area or the topic. I'm interested in music. I'm interested in science. I'm interested in computers. I'm interested in solar energy. She's interested in chickens. They're interested in art and architecture. You can also use a gerund after in. That would be an ing word. I'm interested in working, this would be the gerund, for, and then the name of a company, or you can just say, I'm interested in working for that company. I'm interested in getting a new car. So this is often used for desire, something that you need or want. She's interested in raising chickens.
Wally doesn't mind it at all.
They're interested in learning about art and architecture. I'm interested in getting some solar panels for my house. The word find is often used with interesting. I find this to be interesting. Find in this case is similar to the word think. If you use think, then change this to is. I think this is interesting. But remember that many people will use find with interesting. I find this to be interesting. Do you find this to be interesting? I find this form of dance to be very interesting. Visitors to Budapest find it to be an interesting city. People who go to the theater find it to be an interesting experience. I'm not interested. This is a polite way of telling someone no. Whatever the question is here, if someone's trying to sell you something, do you want to buy this? If this is the question, or something similar to it, and then your polite response would be, no, I'm not interested.